You look a little worse for wear every time I see you. Are you doing all right these days, Doctor?
Vamos lá com isso aqui. Força total. É os diferentes. Ainda tá 60 ainda. Pera aí. Ah, tem aqui. Espera um pouco. Deixa eu ver aqui no outro que eu não uso faz tempo. Angelina. Tesoura também. Vou deixar isso aqui no S3. Master 3. Vamos pro chão. Essas três vão pro chão. Vai ela. Outro que não faz tempo são essas duas. Você não é capitão, meu. É cantabile. Só tem isso mais um. New years came and went, but the freeze wind and snow continues to nip at Davistown, leaving not a shot of warmth. Amidst the crowd outside the place waiting for the ride, Miles drowsily thinks to himself, how long has it been since he's waited for a bus like this in the cold? So what kind of place are you heading in the frontier, old man? Somewhere warmer than here, at least. Don't worry about me. They showed me mercy by allowing me to be buried along with my old neighbors. Sorry. I'm sorry. What's done is done, kid. Best to just move on and stay out of trouble. Right, I just remember the last time I was waiting for a ride like this, it was to head to a nomadic city to attend my little sister's funeral. It was a cold day just like this one. Helena, Woodrow, and Leone. They all stayed with me while I waited for the convoy to show up. I was holding a bouquet stuck inside a vase from Helena's dinner, and wearing an old suit Leone lent me. Freezed my ass off for hours. Weirdly, I can even clearly remember how long Woodrow's bird was that day. But everything after I got on the bus is just a blur, like nothing, like looking through a layer of frosted glass. I think I went to a hush it, but also seemed smaller than Davistown. I think I cried a lot, but it also feels like I didn't cry at all. After that, it just went me hoping, on a bus back to town, and my friends helped me get off. I could remember what happened after that. I went to Helena's place and started drinking and drinking. Got pretty sloshed, but I somehow still remember everything I said that night. Esquisito. The convoy to the frontier has arrived. Hop on the bus, people of Davistown. Even my precious baby sister gone, all I got left is Davistown, and I'm gonna follow her to the grave, damn it. You hear me, Leone? I'm gonna dig my grave here, and when the time comes, don't you act like I have forgotten, Miles. You told me when the time comes, stuff my body into the plant's furnace and see if my ashes can make the people here sneeze. Engineer throws his head back and takes another whole swig. As soon as you finished talking, the town was perfectly fine, but I was the one who got the mother of all sneezes. Back then, nobody could laugh at all, but now it seems so damn funny. What do you think? Don't sit there all quiet. Drink, Miles, drink. Sorry we are late. Woodrow? Elena? Where's Leon? Right before he left, he said he needs some time to figure things out. Said he'd be back later, then popped open another bottle each. But we are out of time. No big deal, if anything, maybe it's better this way. Then why does it have to be so cold? Well, once you are on that bus, you can kiss his brother goodbye. Woodrow! I had nothing wrong with that. Well, I had nothing wrong with what he said. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing, Jessica. This whole damn time it was the bank's fault, Black Steel's fault, and sometimes even our own fault. But you never did nothing wrong. So stop blaming yourself. We weren't expecting much from you in the first place. Miles realized his mistake the moment the words leave his lips, but before he has a chance to explain himself, the convoy leader has already grabbed his arm. If you had something to say, you should have said earlier. Now get on. You are the last one. Jessica, if we wait any longer, I trust you take personal responsibility for any rust, hammers, or catastrophes that show up. Now gotta move on. Halfway. Don't take it the wrong way, Jessica. That's not how he meant it. I know, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong either. I have done so much here, but in the end, I never actually accomplished anything. Nothing changed. Who is it? Oh, Rudo. Who is it, Len? Stop rushing me. Alright, said I'm over it. I'm going to see Miles off. What do you want? Huh. What? You are here to chase me out too? Unlike what Leonie would to see, Sylvia does not apologize, bow her head and run off. She's Hi, Kyle. It's good evening. She stands there for a moment, tightly clutching something to her chest, then stiffly puts one foot forward and walks into the diner. She keeps walking until she reaches a seat close to the counter. She sits down with her back to the door and stares straight at the empty chair in front of her. Mr. Telling me, are Woodrow and Elena going to come back? Woodrow and Elena? How's that any of your business? We went to see Miles off. They couldn't be in from the crack in the door Sylvia left behind, whispers as it circles past the mouth of the beer bottle. Anyway, how are you doing? The gold wine blows. Oh, okay, já foi. It sends a shiver down Leone's spine. They went to see Miles off and I will be back in a bit. Nobody wants to see you. Got it? If you do, then scram. Just leave me alone. Sylvia's fingers are tightly clasped together on top of the blade. She would not a mouthful of water forces herself to turn and look at Leone's face. It is then that he finally sees what she had been clutching. A ring, a silver in color, with a few diamonds inlaid across it. Telling I can't. Who gave you that ring hanging around your neck? The ring? Couldn't have been me or Benny, so that leaves him? Their eyes met. I buy a new book. I bought a new book a lot expective. I buy a new book. Oh, I bought. Eu escrevi o final errado. É, deu pra perceber. Deixa eu ver se é pra corrigir a frase. Deixa eu ver. I bought new book. I bought new book with a lot of expective. Eu acho que é assim. The nose slightly clutched the ring once again. Her eyes burning with almost great determination. The look in her eyes reminds Leone of someone. Carl's eyes. The night before he departed, he disappeared for a few hours, and when he returned, his eyes looked exactly like those of the person now in front of him. You know, Jessica, our team also has to pull you out of the sound the moment we receive the order. Whatever else happens here, we have to return to the ship. I know that we are leaving. Miles has already left. Woodrow and Lena say they are leaving too. Leona probably won't say either. Everyone will be gone. But what have I done for them? Não veio muita coisa. Well, if you ask me, you cleaned up the bandits to hide the place, helped Leone save his house, and told Leaf that the bank had overstepped its authority. Even if you don't want to acknowledge, but in the end, it was only vain. I let everyone down. Net aqui tá meio ruim. Ou pode ser por causa que eu tive que trocar o servidor de transmissão da Twitch de São Paulo para o Rio de Janeiro. Porque foi ontem. Não, foi anteontem. Foi na terça-feira. Na terça-feira eu caí da Twitch, mas o chat estava normal. Então mudei os servidores de então mudei o servidor de São Paulo para o Rio de Janeiro e tá transmitindo desse jeito. Eu tô transmitindo lá pro Rio de Janeiro. Tô transmitindo usando os servidores da Twitch do Rio de Janeiro. Já que o de São Paulo tá ficando. Já que o de São Paulo tá ficando meio instável. Or maybe even worse, it's just as Mario said, nobody expected anything from me in the first place. It's all because I went and stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Jessica! No, even so, I still... Laura, I need to go out for a walk. Now is not the time for that. We are about to return to the land ship. I'll help you pack your stuff, so just take a nap, a nice nap. I'll wake you up when it's time to go, okay? Yes, about the book How Democracy Dies. How Democracy Dies? Como a democracia morre? Oxi. I guess I heard. I guess I heard that this book. Deixa eu ver. Deixa eu ver, acho que vou traduzir como as democracias morrem. Isso, como as democracias morrem. Do Steven Levitsky e Daniel Ziblatt. Tinha audiolivro, interessante. I have to do this. Where are you going? I don't know. You sure about this? Don't take too long, okay? I'll try my best. Well, oh yeah, about that book, I didn't hear. I did hear or read about it, but I don't know if one of my friends recommended. So I don't know the book. I look forward for the book. Well, anyway, new book is a new book, so devour it. Salve Nikolai Leone. Wait, you are sober? As sober as I ever am. Wait, and Silva, what's she doing here? She's waiting for you two to get back so she could have a chat with all of us. She was up from her seat. She gripped the ring tightly. Blue veins are visible across her white knuckles. Lena Woodrow, Mr. Teremin, I know of some money in the bank. Of course there's money in the bank. What's the point of telling us that? I mean, Black Sheep delivering a large sum of cash to serve as the reserve fund, and it's all sitting in the vault right now. Why? You can speak Portuguese, I prefer. Como quiser. Sobre o livro Como as Democracias Morrem, eu não lembro se algum amigo meu mencionou sobre esse livro. Deixa eu ver, o que eu mais conhecido é do Gene Sharp, da ditadura para a democracia. The bank wants to prepare for Davistown new residents. They are going to clear out the entire plate to welcome the precision technicians are the personnel and managers that form the cornerstones of the new industries. To meet the demand for their deposit and loans, there is a lot of more cash in the bank than usual. Maybe enough to let a large group of people start new life in the frontier. So that's the situation. That's it? What are you getting at, Sylvia? Someone actually sober wouldn't be asking that, Leone. But here's my question. Shipping. Ele vai shippar na Amazon, tá barato na Amazon. Mas comprou só um livro ou você juntou para ter a entrega grátis? If you are saying what I think you are, I need to know. Sylvia, do you expect us to return the money to its rightful owners, or do you want us to take it by force? Sylvia nods slightly in an almost unrecognizable manner, then continues fidgeting with the ring on her chest while waiting for the final judgment. The dinner is deathly quiet. At least we are all on the same page. Leone, you win or not? Say something. No, I know this money should have been ours, but I don't want to be a criminal scum like those bandits. You really think the bandits were the biggest crooks in Davistown? So, you are with her, Woodrow? Just one book? Ah, bem, como é só um livro... Bom, o frete mais barato deve ter sido... Bom, então o frete tem sido bem baratão. Ou você comprou para o Kindle. No. No? I admire her courage, but it is too much of a long shot. For example, Sylvia, you got a map of the bank? Yes. Give it here. I don't have anything on paper, but I do know that it's 100 paces from the bank's front entrance to the master control switch. Based on my stride, that make about 200 feet. Before that, there are 3 turns at step 40, 44, 74, and 93. The landmarks are a potted plant, a 4 lamp, and a counter. From the master control switch to the entrance of the vault, you have to pass through the reception room, go through a hidden doorway, and then down a 36-step stairwell. Afterward, there will be a straight path, which will take you. You actually memorized all of that? Whoa. But if I read English very well, I want to reach that level. Rapaz, olha que minha conversa em inglês é no nível intermediário. Consigo manter a conversa, mas mas como sempre com alguns errinhos de inglês ou por falta de mais palavras, ou por falta de mais conhecimento de palavras. Doubtful. Sylvia, how far is from your seat to the entrance of the dinner? I just walked 18 paces, and after the 6th step, I made a right angle turn for total distance about 36 feet. She didn't memorize it, she's just been there countless times, as you just heard. I have a lack of vocabulary at the beginning, and I'm confused about words with the same meaning. I have a lack of vocabulary at the beginning, and I'm confused about words with the same meaning. Acontece bastante. E provavelmente também vem com algumas palavras que são parecidas com o português, mas só que são de significados totalmente diferentes. Como por exemplo, em inglês tem a palavra evidence, que significa provas, seja temos evidência que significa provas provas de algum tipo de crime, só que também tem a palavra evidência, só que na verdade a evidência só que a evidência vem da palavra evidente, que quer dizer que ela por si só já é a prova, já é a verdade, não precisa de nenhuma outra prova além dela. Falso cognata. To change all the games they had to English. I think the only thing left was GTA with subtitles. Você quer dizer todos os seus jogos, acho que quer dizer como today, all the games I had I have to English. Eu tenho para inglês. Se bem que fica bem literal, se bem que essa tradução fica bem literal. I think the only thing left was GTA with subtitles. Só faltou. A única que sobrou foi GTA com legendas. Faz sentido. Agora, falso cognata. O que isso quer dizer? What will come or odd are if you join us? And what about with Leone? How are you supposed to get all this cash out of the frontier without leaving any traces? I can take care of that. I don't doubt you can survive out there, but what about the money? In the last outside, she nimbly hops over the bar counter, picks up a knife on the table, and bends down to pry up the floorboards. Quick, pop! A cloud of dust, ancient in full history, rises from her feet. Quer dizer que troquei todos os jogos para o inglês, você só tem que dar com... Não, isso eu entendi. O que eu quis... Não, isso eu entendi. Não, isso eu entendi. O que eu tava perguntando era desse que você escreveu. Falso cognata. Ah, tá. Falso cognata, palavras parecidas com significados diferentes. Eu consegui dizer. Ah, sim. Falso. Essa é a minha pergunta. O que quer dizer falso cognata? Tá explicado. Agora, fit. Ah, a arma dela. Don't act like you got me off just cause you found that box when the water leaked. The man who left me this place as well as his passbook. Any idea when I met him? Surprised me. When I was 18. At the time, my old man was trying to sell me to his boss' son, so he could climb up the ranks. Eita. When I heard the news, I ran to the bar and hid there all night, which is where I met him. In the end, we hopped on his abandoned beach in the dead of night and rode until that stifling old place was nothing but a distant memory. Wait, you were love with him when you were 18? But by the time you got here? We'd broken up, had seen him for over 2 decades. Tá com 38 anos? I lived by my lone son in the frontier for over 20 years. You think after all that time I wouldn't have learned how to line my petticoats, petticoat with gold backs? Quer dizer, a lenda descobre the existence of false cognates. Na escola, a existência de falsa cognata. Eu acho que eu nunca aprendi essa palavra. Deixa eu ver. O que é? Line my petticoats. Forrar minhas anáguas. With gold backs. Forrar minhas anáguas com moedas de ouro. Peraí, isso não faz nenhum sentido. Gold backs. Anágua. Não, caramba, o que é anágua? Anágua. Caramba, bom. Anágua dicionário. Anágua. Anágua. Vestuário. Peça de roupa interior, espécie de saia curta que se veste por baixo dos vestidos ou saia. Uma espécie de saiote. Uma espécie de saiote. Ah, tá. Encher a sorte delas com moedas de ouro. Corajosa, hein? I had fun moments at school, like a beach, which is a beach and a chegamento curse. Não, nesse caso quer dizer o que like a beach. O que é o que é puta e o que é o beach, o que é entre praia e xingamento. Só que nesse caso é swear. Curse é amaldiçoar. Helena flashes a sweet smile, removes the weapon from her shoulder and places it on the table in front of Sylvia. If you boys aren't in, I'll do it myself. You and Sylvia are going to rob a bank, those two of you. Maybe I'll be off outside the vault. Maybe I'll get trapped inside and end up a pile of bone bread in cash. Maybe I'll die trying to escape. Either way, as long as I have no breath, I will see this done. That's how I'm approaching this anyhow. Now I need to know where you two stand. Leon takes out a wrench from his tool belt and places it next to Helena's weapon. Your move, Woody. Só se ele estiver falando tipo assim, beat de entre beat e beat. Beat e beat. São palavras, beat e beat. Que são palavras totalmente assim, diferentes, só que as pronúncias são bem parecidas. Beat e tem o beat. O beat você pula direto para Você falou direto para o CH e não falou A. Enquanto que o beach, você fala como se falasse com o E e o A junto. O I e o A junto. Beach. Who's there? Jessica, what are you? Why now of all times? I don't know. You don't know? But I need to do something. I need to make a difference. If what Miles said still bothering you, the best forget about it. You still got the time, the energy to do so many great things. No need to tie yourself down to Devilstown and a bunch of old fogies past their prime. No, Woodrow, too many times now I have had the drive, but kept falling short for any number of reasons. I didn't have the ability nor the time. The situation changed on me. The situation changed on me. Orders or requests. Even now, I'm not sure what it is I can do. I'm stuck watching helplessly as you are all driving away one by one to uncertain future in the frontier. Do you know how much an English dictionary is? Deixa eu ver o quanto custa um dicionário de inglês. Deixa eu ver, se for no sebo ou numa livraria, bom, depende. Bom, aí depende do preço também, porque tem muitos tipos de dicionário. Tem muita variedade de dicionário de inglês. Aí o preço pode ficar variando. Deixa eu ver aqui. Um que eu comprei. Deixa eu ver, comprei no sebo. No sebo é um dicionário da década de. Deixa eu ver. No sebo é um dicionário da década de 90, foi uns R$40. American Heritage com. Deixa eu ver. Com quase 1000 páginas só. Com quase 1000 páginas, mas aí é só dicionário de inglês mesmo, não é dicionário inglês-português. Sorry if it takes me so long to respond and because I put in English and I try to understand everything English. Não tem problema não. You don't make a difference in time, I feel like I might get used to it, to never make a difference. And if that happens, I can see myself believing to protect my own mental health that I have always been incompetent, that I could never protect anyone. I can see myself thinking there was never any special meaning to pick up a gun, that I just made a wrong turn somewhere in life and was stuck with it. I don't want that to happen, so much so that I'd like to make sure it doesn't. I want to translate to try to create word with a dictionary. Em vez do Google Translate, usa o DeepL. Sylvia? If you truly see this as your last chance, well, this is our last chance to take back what's rightfully ours from the bank. Will you have just dash, Jessica? As soon as Sylvia stands up, Jessica sees the look on her face. Her complexion is frighteningly pale, but her cheeks are unusually sanguine in a way that only serves to make the former more shocking. Enough! Woodrow, why you point your gun at me? Forget everything you just heard and scram. Why? What's the meaning of this? We have to get the bank. Sylvia, and take back what belongs to Devilstown. Take back? Go, Jessica. Go back to your friends. Woodrow, you came here for a shoulder to cry on, and we offered you a hot drink and a pat on the shoulder. No more, no less. You are still young. Every day of your life is a new beginning. I'm serious. As if her tears have frozen over and evaporated, Jessica's vision suddenly becomes clear. She sees the unusual blush across Sylvia's cheeks. She sees the branch and the unfamiliar weapon sitting on the table. She sees a dark hole in the muzzle of Woodrow's gun. I was reading my gosh, it was a lot of work. Você falando de pegar um mangá em inglês e traduzir traduzir na mão traduzindo a mão Copiando para o bloco para o bloco de notas. Oh, tá, já foi. For the first time in her life, she makes up her mind in a split second. She walks toward Woodrow's pistol. Approaches Sylvia and draws her own gun from her waist before placing on the table in front of her. I'm in. Uhul! Tá contra o chefe. White Heat. Depois desse tem um CV8. Aí é o último.
Everybody, please be careful. The time for fun has now begun.
Ih, merda.
What is it? I obey my own heart. I'm listening.
Opa. Quase. Deixa eu aqui. Ou não, aqui mesmo.
Every battle deserves to be enjoyed.
Join. Não, eu tava lendo em segundo plano traduzindo. Ah, tá. Deixa ela aqui.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
Understood.
This is the position, right? What is it? What is it? I obey my own heart.
Ih, já foi embora. Não, pega.
Help me, Professor.
Não, não pega.
I've scaled a lot.
I'm ready. What? You've got time to take in the sights?
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Staff.
Good night. おしとやかな戦い方ともっと直接的なものとどちらが好みかなおしとやかな戦いああ、かわいそうだねどうしてそんなに全身血だらけなの Gently landing.
Jumpy landing. For me, reading is already a great milestone in English and writing. Sim. Primeiro que você está começando.
Sight's locked. I don't like damage unless it's necessary.
I don't like damage unless it's necessary.
I'm in a bad mood. Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you.
We will overcome what confronts us. おしとやかで気を噛み砕け奴らの血をすすれ
Any change in tactics?
Take a guess.
Take a guess.
Potato, a bomb.
Easy potato, a bomb.
おしとやかな戦い方ともっと直接的なものとどちらが For my orders. Try to take a step.
I'm ready. Don't act rashly.
Don't act rashly. All squads are fully prepared and ready to return to the land ship at a moment's notice. Where is Jessica? You still can't reach her? Her communicator is broken again. Twice in one operation? That's too much of a coincidence. What is that girl up to? Eu não faço a menor ideia. Jessica, you are finally back. Sorry. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Lana's already packed your bags. It's not that I'm here to say goodbye. Kind of reading in very good English and easy for everything to read manga, to game rooms, and to read game stories. Kind of. Algo como ler. Algo como ler e muito bem inglês e fácil para tudo e fácil tudo em ler mangá para game rooms e em ler história ler história de jogos. Realmente essa frase ficou meio sem sentido. Isso porque o kind of pode ser isso porque kind é gostar, mas se você falar kind of pode ser traduzido como parecido com o parecido é algo como. Goodbye. Are you applying for temporary leave? I guess. And your reason for doing so? Não sei se você joga games antigos, mas é um puto trabalho achar em português. Já em inglês é fácil. Sim. Depois que comecei a ler inglês, kind era pra ser tipo. Algo. Tá. Tá. Faz quase. Faz quase sentido. Kind era pra ser tipo. Kind of reading. Kind of reading tá. Então, kind of reading tá certo. O que ficou meio sem sentido era depois. And very good in English. Tipo e type. Eu também não entendi, já que tipo é type. Tipo, deixa eu ver. Acho que aí também depende do contexto da frase também. Personal reasons, there's some personal stuff I have to do, no matter what. Então, deixa eu ver aqui. O kind of reading tá certo. Agora, depois, o and very good in English and easy for everything to read manga, to game rules and to read game stories. Acabou ficando totalmente sem sentido. Mas voltando a aprender o inglês com os jogos, quando comecei a fazer o curso particular de inglês, eu comecei a jogar só RPG, mais no Super Nintendo do que no Mega Drive. Aí pra cada palavra fase nova eu levava pra professora pra traduzir pra mim o que significava. Muito bom saber inglês, era isso se não me engano. Tá, então o tradutor traduziu bem de forma literal mesmo. Porque o correto seria and it's very good to learn in English. Alguma coisa assim. Deixa eu ver. And how long will you be gone? I don't know, maybe a week, maybe a year. Did you hit your head? Do you really expect us to grant temporary leave for up to a year? If that is an option, then can I hand my resignation? You are quitting? Right. You said from the start that you are here to say goodbye. And you must need an application. I don't know what brought is on all of Sudan, but I need to remind you, if you leave the team, everything you have so hard for in Black Shield like to go up in smoke. Eu tenho aqui o Super Nintendo, tenho o Final Fantasy VI americano e o Earthbound e Mario RPG. Recomendo aprender com o Super Mario RPG, já que recomendo aprender o inglês com o Super Mario RPG. É um inglês bem fácil de entender. Whatever is you need to do, are you willing to trade all of your efforts until now for it? These are the last explosives left in the mine. Let's go grab them. Okay. I will do the inspection. You go ahead and rest for now. Leone, what is it? Are you sure about this? About blowing up the furnace? I know I shouldn't be saying this, but you were so reluctant when we talked about blowing up the energy tower. If we don't blow it up, how else are we gonna seal the secret passage and hide Elena's whereabouts? As for what I personally think, it ain't important. Don't matter no more. I had a single thing left in Devil's Town that can be fixed up. But if we get that money, there's still hope for us someday down the road. There's hope for us someday down the road. Out on the frontier, right? Por R$6. Achei um dicionário na Amazon por R$6. Caramba, eu nunca vi um dicionário. Caramba, eu nunca vi um dicionário tão barato assim. There will be, for sure. Hey, hope. Who knew one last gleam of hope would be so damn expensive? But for this last bit of hope, for this ticket not to reach the end of the line today, I have to accept that, even if it costs me my life. I have no idea what we are trying to accomplish, Jessica, but can you guarantee you won't regret it? Na Amazon, livro é barato e livro é a única coisa que não cai imposto. Na verdade tem imposto, só não tem imposto no papel. Quando é o produto final é o livro, mas toda a cadeia ainda tem um pouco de imposto ainda. Por isso que a inflação para livro não subiu, por isso que livro não subiu tanto assim de preço comparado com os outros. When use the welding gun, pay attention to the angle between it and the weld. Hold it too high causes spattering, and make it easy to get hurt. For a woman who runs a diner, you sure know way too many things. Hey, I spent more than two decades traveling across Grand or Columbia. I had a lot of choices. When you got dumped, did you ever think about going home? Dumped? Oh, I get it. Leon must have got the wrong idea. Nah, I'm the one who dumped him. He ended up being a real by the book sort of fella. Did it suit that groove face of his one bit? He ended up being a real by the books sort of fella. Real by the books. Acho que quer dizer que só segue o que está escrito, alguma coisa assim. Back then, I was dead set on traveling across Columbia with him, but he thought I was too wild. Still, we supported each other across the barrels, and I ain't saying it was a bad life. But one night, he suddenly proposed to me, said he could stand all that wandering no more, and he wanted to settle down on some place. Going through the same motions in the same place over and over again, I couldn't imagine a worse punishment. Tem outros de dicionário mais caros e outros na mesma faixa. Não sei como a Amazon vende livro tão barato. Pra verdade, não é bem a Amazon que vende, sim. É uma. Para não é bem a Amazon que vende, sim, é uma loja que vende usando o sistema da Amazon. Por isso, o, por isso que nem é possível conseguir o frete grátis. Mesmo que seja juntado mais de R$ 120 de compras, quando você é produto de diferentes lojas, você não consegue frete gratuito. É por isso que a Amazon cresceu tanto. Going through the same motion in the same place when we was brand. So I turned him down, left him all my money in possessions, and told him I'd make a terrible wife. Then I mounted my burning beast and rode off into the sunset. But you still ended up in Davis Town. In his letter, he said he'd finally fulfilled his whole dream and wanted me to drop by to visit. So I came here thinking the whole trip about how to turn him down in a way that let him keep his middle-aged dignity. But you know the rest. I was too late. He'd already passed away. And then you inherited his dinner and stayed. I didn't inherit. I recaptured. It'd been ransacked by a gang of thugs. Must have fought of at least 15 of them. Huh? That's how life is. Romantic stories ain't always have romantic reasons. More often than not, the journey is just the punchline. All these years, have you ever had any regrets? Regrets? Like for eloping, for breaking up, for not being able to see him one last time, or for staying behind in Davis Town? Stuff like that. Nope. I feel bad about a lot of things, but I would say I regret them. I have enjoyed the results of my choices and accepted the cost, all with complete peace of mind. I don't know. You made such a huge decision without even thinking it truth? That's not what I mean. I have given a lot of truth to your questions, and I have heard other people's answers too. In a sense, I even agree with them. But I can just regurgitate what they said and let them make my choice for me, because then the answers aren't mine. I don't know if throwing away my past life is too steep a cost. My past life is too steep a cost. Steep a cost? Acho que quer dizer com. Acho que quer dizer como se dá passo maior que a perna. I don't know if I will regret this later, nor do I know what will happen to me in the future. But despite that, I have to do this. I understand. Nevertheless, I have to regret Jackson's brilliant request to be temporarily discharged from the team. I see, then I will have to resign. Jessica, disarm, Captain? Even the slickest, most experienced veterans who don't give two shits about their job won't throw around the word resign as casually as you do. But I also have to imagine that maybe what I see here is a Jessica who's finally cast aside her fears and self-doubt. A Jessica who's truly found herself. I still object to your decision vehemently. But if you have made up your mind, I'm sorry, I really am. Give it a break already. And stay safe out there. Jessica, I'm sorry, Laura. To tell you the truth, I had an inkling this would happen when I couldn't contact you. But if you have already made up your mind, can I get one last hug? Think of it as a parting gift. Before taking news, Laura has already taken a few steps forward and wrapped her arms tightly around her. With her back to Liscar and Franca, she also stuffed a tiny slip of paper into Jessica's pocket. Wait until we are gone to read it. Take care, stay safe. Anything else we do, Captain? No. Then let's get going. Woodrow, are you and Leon really going to be safe out there in the woods? After the haste, there will definitely be a bunch of people after you. You really need to start thinking about your own future instead of fretting over us geezers. I haven't given it much thought. Maybe I will have plenty of time to figure it out from a jail cell. Not planning on staying a mercenary. I just want to spend the rest of my life on a battlefield. Jessica, where do you decide to keep fighting or to put the battlefield behind you? I just hope you won't blame yourself for not finding an answer. Why did you end up choosing? After the Revolutionary War, I stumbled around blindly for a long time, until I finally decided to live a boring life, day by day. Does that really count as an answer? Why not? Just cause you are the only one who thinks so, doesn't mean it's wrong. You are still young, got a long road ahead of you. Will I find my answer? As she looks at it now, abandoned safe house, Jessica feels soreness coming from her nose. Soreness? She sniffs and gives it a rub, then opens up the slip of paper from before. Following the instructions of a few numbers carved on the note, Jessica turns to an inconspicuous corner of the safe house where she finds a partition made from wooden boards. 5, 6, 7. The back of the 8th board is hollow. The cavity behind the board is filled to the brim with equipment, all brought here by Jessica herself when she set out from Black Shield Land ship. Sitting on top is another note in the same style of scribbles. I take it you have unfinished business in Town. This gear should come in handy. Just forget about everything else and do it. I believe in the choice you made, so believe in yourself too. At the bottom of the note is one last line. Goodbye, Jessica. Hopefully we already parted our ways on a high note. I started to look at some books on Amazon. There are some cool ones at a good price with free shipping. Ah, que maravilha! Quais são esses livros? Sorry, I'm not late. Am I? I need some time to sort through my gear. It's fine with you. Got fine with. Where do you get all this stuff? A parting gift from a friend. Deliberated. Por isso. Then I'll have to give him a right proper thank you if we ever meet again. One last rundown. After we go through the door, Helena and Leon are in charge of clearing any obstacles and grabbing the money. Jessica and I will be on crowd control. Then we catch up afterwards. Once the deed is done, Helena takes the money with her through the secret passage, while the rest of us draw attention away from here. Any questions? If only they were more explosive, we also give that bank a little surprise. Set down, if the info we got from Silvia is correct, we will need to save most of them to breach the last door. The key to our success is speed. We don't have much time. The mechs on duty will be back in half an hour. An example is the richest man in Babylon. 3 books of animal revolution. Richest man in Babylon. Homem mais rico da Babilônia? Não conheço isso. Deixa eu ver. Amazon.br. Richest man in Babylon. Em Babylon. Vixe, esse deve ser bem antiguinho também, porque tem várias versões. Homem mais rico da Babilônia. Ops. Cadê? E o outro é 3 livros da Revolução Animal. Oh, caramba, agora fugiu o nome. A Revolução dos Bichos. Animal Revolution? Animal Revolution? Revolução Animal? Peraí, não é o Animal Farm, que é o do George Orwell. A Revolução dos Bichos é outro. Revolução dos Bichos. Porque Revolução dos Bichos em inglês é Animal Farm. Agora, Animal Revolution é outro. A Revolução dos Bichos. Twitter tá aqui. Even if you can get the job done in that time, the explosion will definitely attract Black Shield attention. However, most of the mercenaries are back on the land ship tonight, and it will take them time to arrive. If it comes to that, just leave it to me. I will buy you the time you need. Time to go. Ué, então será que não sei, eu vou enfrentar o Cliff? Who the hell are you? Pum. Hands off the alarm. This is a robbery. As long as you all cooperate, nobody's getting hurt or dying tonight. Wait, how is this happening? Shh. Shh. See, you are in the same boat as the other young lady over there. This is your one warning. You wouldn't be so kind next time. Now then, folks, just don't panic and follow our instructions. Those are the conditions for your survival. Seeing how there are no objections, why don't you all mosey on over there to the main lobby and squat down with your hands on your heads? We all know each other here. We all know each other here. No funny business. Now, move it. You will need to pass through a total of 4 doors to get the vault. Ao cofre. The first is the door to the reception area, which needs a key, but any employee can get it. Second is a passcode lock in the reception room. The codes change every day, but there are certain rules. From what I have gathered today, code should be perfect. The reception room key works. Next up is the secret door behind the tapestry to the right of the entrance. Over here. Looks like Silver was right on the money. 794461. It worked? Well, I will be damned. That girl's got one good head on her shoulders. What's next? Inside the vault there are 2 more doors. One a secret fence. The other is a vault door weighing dozens of tons. Pesando 200 toneladas. Ah, tá. 12 toneladas. The secret fence can be broken through by force, but because it's connected to the secret system, the only safe way through is via passcode. I will play Ark, but it's a good game. Nossa, então como é que você me achou? Então se... mas você não joga Arknights. The code is split into 3 parts. One for president, one for manager, and another randomly generated by a cipher. Cipher is located in a safe inside the reception room, and you will have to force that one open. How do you go? Didn't anything inside the vase safe, did you? My mint condition. Didn't believe your skills haven't rusted after not using them in years. What's the matter? That was an invitation for you to start bragging. I mean, I know nobody else in this town with your skill set. Don't mind me, just worried how would Rose doing. And that's number 22. Now you are all tied up. 22? Já vi 2 funerais ainda? Next up is... I never imagined this would be the circumstance we would meet again in Miss Brinley. I'd recommend worrying about your responsibilities first. Also, I have heard this bank keeps a serious secret numbers, 2 of which are held by you and this gentleman here. I hope you are both willing to cooperate. I feel like the VR community doesn't have Ark style as much. Pior que eu concordo com você. Porque além de mim só conheço mais um que joga Arknights. Se bem que na maior parte dos casos, quando eu jogo Arknights, só tem eu de BR no meio. Now take a walk with us. If you're not feeling confident, well, I guess I'll have to shoot you. Pick up the pace. Good evening, you two. Hey, Helena, what's the meaning of this? You got nothing to fear, sir. I just want to ask you a few simple questions. Will you tell us the best code, or do we tie you to this door and blast you both to pieces. Your choice, friendly mind. This is not a crime to reveal the secrets under life-threatening duress. You damn thugs. 5. Don't even think about it. You bastards don't deserve a single penny. You all deserve to rot out in the frontier. 4. You compliment idiots put all your eggs in the mine. Yet, you still have the gall to wind to the bank after getting wiped out. 3. Nobody gives a damn about your rotten minerals. It's an era of high-tech in automation now. Your only value to Colombia is to be thrown out to the front, the sooner the better. I just don't play anymore because it's very confusing, especially events, and there's no point in not playing every day. Sim, faz sentido. Sim, faz sentido, provavelmente porque o problema é que todas as histórias dos eventos são canônicos, mas mas é difícil apontar em qual parte da história principal o evento se passa. Fora que também no início a escrita da história do Arknights fica muito a desejar. Só melhoram depois acho que é depois do capítulo 6 ou 7. No 4 fica muito ruim. O do 1 até o 4, 5 é bem ruizinho. 2. You filthy uneducated hicks. You idiots don't even a damn clue what numbers mean. Serves you right for getting tricked. 1. 654784. Nossa. 654784. Ha! Never seen anyone speed a single number that fast. Pois é, eu também não. Okay, now that your boss is screwed, it's your turn, man. Give me the passcode or die. Hurry up, tell them, Red. You really want to die here? Mr. Enemy, what do we do with the money? Do you seriously think you can get rid of us and start over out on the frontier? Of course you can. We are everywhere. We follow your footsteps, find you no matter where you go. The money still will smell as sweet as honey. Soon enough, our locals will swarm all over to eat it up. And with the promise of a few lesser benefits, they will even personally deliver your heads to us on a silver platter. What you got the best code? Caramba, mulher. Fala logo. 368654. Go on, take it. You won't accomplish anything, my friend. Nothing changes. Just do it to happen again and again. Shut up. Shut up is human. It should be greedy. In the Mr. Here is a prime example. Had he not been so eager to clean all the things that never belonged to him, you shut your mouth. I like Fury, so this game is perfect for me in terms of waifu. Se bem que são mais pessoas com alguma característica animal. Os únicos que são furries mesmo são os únicos que são furries mesmo são do sexo masculino. I was funny to me with this sorry lot, Miss Jessica Brinley. Leone telling me here could have left this place ages ago, taking his children with him to Alforge, no Lightburg or Bunker Hill. What kind of blasting engineer would be able to earn enough to put food on the table? How else would he have ended up like, if not for his greed? Leone, she's right. The door's open. Leone suddenly turns to look at Helena without saying a word. She's shocked to see the panic in his eyes. It takes her a few moments to understand why. Sorry, I mean, she gave us the right passcode. I know, it's fine, I know. If you manage to open the first 3 doors, congratulations, less is merely ask a correct question. It appears the most complicated, but the solution is the simplest. Blast it open. Leone, how are this explosive? Primary right, do it. Like a precise surgical operation, the steel bar buried deep within the concrete are located with pinpoint accuracy and twist it until they break under the force of the explosion. The fuel ignites under tremendous temperature, bursting into layers upon layers of flames that gently wrap around the steel. Then, at the moment it lets its guard down, all his defenses are stripped away. Din barra de ouro, eita. The powerful backdraft caused by the explosion tears apart the stack of banknotes floating on the upper level, and the shredded paper is sent spiraling down the underground cavity. For a moment, the snowfall here is heavier than it outside. The 4 people present are rendered speechless by this snow that so many people could only dream of seeing. Ou Jéssica podia ver também. Breathtaking. Lord Almighty, I haven't seen this much money in my life. But it's also enough compared to what the bank has bled from us. No time for idle thoughts, folks. Start filling those bags. We got more than enough to keep us busy. Don't just stand there gawking. What are you thinking about? Nothing in particular. It's just this is the first time in my life I have ever wanted money so badly. It feels new and exciting. Cambio. Doctor. Agora só pega que o diálogo não seja tão longo assim e depois do 8 também. 2:20. Uma entrada só? Brincar um pouco com a Jéssica então. Cadê? Ah, esse aqui o padrão tá no primeiro ainda. Deixa eu ver 7. Caramba, como preciso de dinheiro pra deixar lá no 80. Deixa eu ver como é que é o layout disso aqui. Esse aqui será pro boss então. E no final. É sempre assim mesmo. Até porque minha conta tem 4 anos de jogatina. Deixar aí, isso aqui. Deixa como DPS. Olha que one this time. Bom, pelo menos a história da Jéssica tá bem escrita e boa, digamos assim. Hold on for 10 more minutes. Black Shield Convoy will be here soon. They're not going to take us to the energy tower. I'll stay behind. You go on ahead. How much time can you buy us? How much time do you need? At least half an hour? We look down his revolver from his holster and counts the bullets. An hour, maybe? You need time to set the explosives too. More than enough. Woodrow? Goodbye, Woodrow. Right. Hurry. Right, Jessica? What is it, sir? Thanks for bringing it all the way here. Woodrow his head turns down. Eu tenho muito servo 6 estrelas, 5 estrelas em inúmeras classes. Só falta os itens, pelo menos, que lembro da última vez. Rapaz, depois de ficar jogando por 4 anos, agora só pego os itens azuis dos eventos mesmo. E quando preciso de algum material... quando, digamos assim, eu preciso farmar... Eu falo pra mim, eu farmo eu farmo o material do o melhor do material azul do evento pra ter ao menos até uns 100 deles. Aí depois eu fico farmando só pra ter. Ou, aí depois disso fico farmando só as pedrinhas pra fazer Orundum. Woodrun fixes his head and turns around to walk down the long street. Soon his silhouette has disappeared in the night, leaving only a farewell ringing in the air. Until we meet again, friends. Sir, we have finished testing the propulsion equipment. The engineering team is double checking the connection structural integrity now. Sir, what's it for departure? Everything should be ready by Wednesday. Good, very good. Pardon me, sir, but I have something to report. I'll take my leave then. Alright. What is it? The team station on the plate has requested backup. They say a gang of robbers have blown open the bank's vault door and stolen all the resident funds inside. There are 4 of them, and they have all been identified. It's Mr. Bianchi and his friend, and as well as Miss Brinley. Huh? Should you send anyone considering that you just sent away out security personnel stationed at the bank the other day? Algo que eu gosto muito é esqui de verão. Torrei minhas pedras, minhas OP tudo em esqui de verão. A esqui de verão não. Eu já prefiro as outras skins. Eu já prefiro as outras skins, exceto quando não tem. Eu já prefiro as skins de outro tipo. Skin de verão não me chama. Não, skin de verão não. É pra ser mais exato. Os biquínis não me chamam tanto. Eu prefiro não gastar com os biquínis. Daí eu foco nos outros estilos. Como por exemplo, o da Surtur. O da Surtur eu comprei a skin casual dela. Mas não comprei o da skin de verão. Let's prioritize to tow the plate. No need to stop the work you have on hand, but send out anyone you have to spare. One more thing, considering Miss Brinley's unique status, should we... Don't hurt her. We have to save face for the Brinleys, after all. As for Woody, I don't see us subduing him uninjured. Forget it, just make sure he stays alive. As for the rest, let the troops do as they see fit. Todo jogo verão para mim é um momento importante. Por quê? Alright, understood. Right, which one's carrying the cash? Still unclear. No matter who is it, send Sheila and have her keep a close eye. Have you heard the news? Jessica, we have to resolve the order from above is that as I'm for Jessica and Woodrow, the teams can deal with everyone else as they see fit. That's all it says. Franca, tell everyone to prepare to deploy. We got the order to hunt them down too. And you are going to follow it? We can help them or we could take them in, but either way it's a race against time. We need to find them before anyone else does. Porque são os servos de verão sempre são bonitos. Tá certo. Helena, Leon, this is as far as I can take you. I'm hearing sounds of transport that aren't from my siege. Black Steel probably sent additional men after us, just as we anticipated. Are we going through with the plan? Yeah, I will stay outside to lure them away. Godspeed, leave this last leg of the journey to us. Whew. Okay, Jessica. Now you can only trust yourself. Looks like Black Shoe will be dragging the plate off the decision in the next couple of days. They have only a few guys guarding the door. Bet they have everyone else working on the connection. Perfect, won't be too hard to deal with them. How are those soldiers doing? Sleep like babies, might wake up with a sore neck truth. We need to hurry. If we want to blow up the power plant and seal off that passage completely, we need to set up the explosive there. Look at those car lights. Black Shoe people must be getting close to the mine. Helena, you should go. I can take care of this by myself. Leone, your job is more important. Your job is more important. We should have broken through their defenses? Not a single car can get close to the central avenue. How many robbers are there out on the streets? Just one, a Sancta. Is the backup here yet? Not yet. Só o road aí. Let's stop the car here. Have everyone chill with us, bring their gear. We'll go around the road and break through from there. Algo perceber que o Genshin Impact sugou todos os jogadores de gacha do BR, tipo a comunidade de FGO, Ark, etc. diminuíram muito desde que lançou o jogo. Ah, sim, mas também porque é novidade. Ah, sim, porque também é novidade, mas logo depois uns acabam voltando, outros ficam no Genshin mesmo, porque o Genshin Impact você tem que isso porque no Genshin Impact você tem que movimentar o boneco para ir até fazer as coisas, ao contrário dos gachas tradicionais em que basta só alguns cliques que você já está fazendo as coisas. Ambush up ahead. Going by the bullet marks, that's Black Shoe as ammo. Good news, we found our princess. Give me the amplifier. Miss Willie, whatever your reasons are for participating in this robbery, we won't make it this hard on you as long as you cooperate and turn yourself in. Draw her attention, we'll send out the drone to track her. Stay back, I'm not surrendering. The blood came from that dinner over there. Let's get in position. We will attack as soon as we are ready. Já tem anos que a gente acha difícil a comunidade voltar. Não, mas acontece isso mesmo. Já tem anos que a gente vai Não, tem uns que votam e tem outros que não. Mas é assim mesmo. Mr. Bruno, you may not understand what's going to happen to you after this. You will be sent to prison, be abandoned by our friends and family, and society will look at you with disdain. Can you really bear all that? Sir, with all due respect, I have worked with everyone at Black Sheep for a long time now. I'm not the naive rich girl I used to be. I know better than anyone what the price of this is, but you have to do it. There are some things you just do, no matter the price. Did the guy have that him? Sure, he looks like a normal old man, but you see those transport flipped upside down? He did that. Like a wandering lost soul, the figure stands still in the middle of the road, under the flickering street lights. Kid, is there something you can say to my face? You can hear us from this far away? I have lived in far noisier place than this. I only survived this long thanks to my sharp ears. A legendary mercenary like you must have a lot of awe-inspiring stories to tell. Legendary mercenary. Now's the first time anyone's describing me like that. There's a long corridor in Black Shield where pictures of our founder and his war buddies are hung. I saw one with you and your boss in it. It's inconspicuous, but I noticed it. What a shame, my stories ain't as legendary as you think. All I have been through is war. Doesn't matter, actually I have went to fight the boss for quite a while, too. Well, sure, he's a boss, I can't put a gun on him. But if you and are in here on the same picture, man, I wonder what that says about your skills. Hot then. You may be so hot you could throw a dozen of our teams for a loop and single-handedly keep us spinning down the street. I mean so hot that everyone I ever want to save died a miserable death right in front of me. Everything I ever want to protect fell before my eyes. Those I love choose to leave me. Those I despised I would kill with my own hands. Triste o cara. I know legend. I'm just an old failure of a back beast. An old back beast guarding the only bones that he has left. When you see the old man's fingertips twitch, the mercenary keenly realizes that something terrible is about to go down. He aims the weapon at the target as fast as he can, but a bullet pierces his shoulder first. Damn it, I can even see that. I can even see what he's doing. So how come I start to think this is getting fun? Stop approaching him, you madman. Careful, not step closer, kid. I am putting everything on the line for this. Quase acho que eu vou testar o Cliff. So we came in here anyway. Miss, really? Bullets can ricochet indoors. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you either. Please take everyone with you and leave. I'm sorry, but this is the mission handed out to us. Not everyone's a princess like you who can do whatever she pleases. I'm sorry about all this. The girl's voice is coming from behind the booth seat. It is soft and with a hint of doubt. Just like a misunderstood impression of her, sensitive and cowardly. He carefully inches forward with his handgun drawn and held up next to his face. There is no one sitting on the booth, just a sniper rifle on the table. The device on the trigger ensures it can be remotely controlled. Communication device sits beside it. The girl's voice can be heard through its speakers. I'm really sorry. The dark is not in the here kitchen. Second floor is clear. Not outside either. She's not here. Hurry and breathe out immediately. This is a feint. If you know I do whatever I please, why do you expect me to act exactly how you anticipated? Pois é. No, don't do all that. A fiery beam of light crashes in the ground outside the windows. I want to get down. Work finished, there is a loud explosion. A tire crashes through the window and still smoking and on fire, makes a few loops on the ground before failing to the glass strewn door. All blown up. Without in transport, it will take some time for them to make it to the power plant. That's plenty. Were there more of them? Looks like I need to hurry. If you know I do whatever I please, why do you expect me to act exactly how you anticipated? Pois é. Agora do plano you live through the secret passage, and I will set off the power plant. Once this place is closed, no one will find the passage. Leonie, do you have a map of the roads? Yeah. This path is going to get to the underground sewer system. The passages there are no, nossa, ficou esquisito. The passages are complicated and twisty. Pra que esse there aí? The passages are complicated and twisty. Only one will lead you outside the plate. Jessica hits some transport supplies near the exit. Avoid military stations on the way to the frontier. There's bound to be plenty of ducks and bandits too. Leone, how many times have we been over this already? As for the danger of the world, Wood Rose talked my ear off about them already. Yes, agents, we all know that. I'm just worried. I don't like making promises, you know. But I can promise you this, no matter what happens, I will do everything to reach my destination. Even if I fall, you won't. You won't, Elena, because I will be right behind you. I'll take down every obstacle that slows you down. That's my promise to you. You just need to keep running straight ahead. Remember, keep going straight, don't look back. I will learn. Goodbye. Go, and don't look back. Now go, hurry. He looks on as the dark, narrow tunnel engulfs Elena's silhouette. Finally, he can't help but turn around to take a look at the plant generator in the center of the room. There is barely anyone left on the plate, but the fire in the furnace burns as strong as ever. The flames are reflected in his eyes, dancing, stirring, leaping. Yet even that is unable to melt the frigid ice lying in their depths. Now it's just you and me. You are late, the old Sancta's gone. Where did he go? The mine. You are wounded. It's fine, he held back. I almost had him, damn it. One suggestion, if you girls run into him, try attacking his left shoulder. What? I appreciate the advice. Now, if you excuse us... Ombro esquerdo? Faster, I have to hurry. Leone sets explosive on the wall and lifts his hand to wipe all the sweat that's gathered on his brow. But the heat immediately causes his skin to sweat even more. Hurry. His lips start chapping. His saliva no longer serves to moisten his throat and mouth. Faster. He sticks another one onto the wall, then another and another. The light of the intense fire sweeps in the bottom of his eyes, seemingly tearing his soul in two. One half supports his body movement so that he can keep working, while the other half has left his body entirely and stands firm in front of the furnace, staring into the raging fire. As he attaches another stick of dynamite to the wall, he notices someone walking toward him from the light of the fire. Marius? Ah. Come with me, Leone. We'll head to the frontier. That's where our whole new home is. Marius, don't go. Where are you going? Another stick of dynamite set on the wall. Marius turns toward the furnace and a small shadow emerges. Tá começando a delirar de novo? Benny. I plan to leave Davistown. I don't want to stay here anymore. I leave, Dad. Benny. Don't leave me. You are the only child I have left. Don't leave me like Carl did. Another stick of dynamite on the wall. The fire engulfs Benny and twists into the tall young man. Good news, Dad. There's a mercenary company that thinks I'm pretty good. They say I'm a good fit for the gig. I will be leaving in a few days. No, don't go. I won't let you. You'll die on the battlefield, Carl. Another stick of dynamite. The young man turns into a fireball and explodes in all directions. No, Carl, come back! Uff. The final stick of dynamite set up on the wall. A woman emerged from the fireball. He no longer remembers what she looks like, but he never once forgot her voice. Mom. Leone, I have to go now. I'm sorry I can't support you anymore. Mom, don't apologize. I am doing well here. Leone, sorry for leaving you all alone. No, Mom, I have family here. Everyone here is my family. Goodbye, Leone. Stay here, Mom. Stay here with me. Leone, how are the things going on your end? The explosives are all in the place. Once they are set off, the plant will explode in no time. Then, after the energy tower comes crashing down, no one will ever find that passage again. When are you leaving? I have lured the nearby mercenaries away, so I'm on my way there to pick you up. No, don't come. Have you already left? No, it's just I don't want to go. But, Jessica, tell this to Silva for me. No, I won't. If you have something to tell her yourself. She's a clever girl and still so young. A nice girl. If she finds a good man in the frontier, she should let herself fall in love again. I want her to be happy. God, why did you have to treat her like that? If I don't know Carl was going to... Carl? No, forget what I said. Tell her I'm glad she still remembers and loves Carl. But he's gone. He's not here anymore. The living deserves a choice. The living shouldn't be bogged down by the dead. You deserve a choice too. You need to live and leave this place. You get to start fresh in the future. Don't do anything stupid. I'm begging you. Think about Rudolph and Len. They will be heartbroken. And Benny, he just started school. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Don't you want to see what kind of man he will become? Don't want you to see your son again. And Marius, he still waits for you. But she wants me to stay. Who? She spread her arms, spread her heart, showed me that pretty face, and from that moment on, I found my dreams in her embrace. Listen to me, Jessica. I can't leave this place because that woman left me here on a rainy spring day. Rainy spring day. It was a perfect day for a seedling to take root and sprout. My roots have grown too deep. No one can pluck me out anymore. Leone, it's gonna be a big bang. Cover your ears. Don't be afraid and don't be sad. My life didn't begin the day I was born. It began the day I got here. In the same way, my death won't be on the day my life becomes to an end. It will be the day I leave this place. Leone, please! Don't worry, Jessica, I won't die, because I will be here forever. I will live forever in her embrace. No! Explodiu. A loud plunge rings out up above, and its massive shockwave shows Jessica to the ground. She tried hard to get up and move her legs to run forward, but she finds her unable to budge. Her body was never felt so heavy before. She lifts her head to look into the distance. A thick cloud of smoke is gushing out of a giant fissure in the tower's body. The rubble mercilessly pummels the ground alongside a shower of sparks, turning the nearby buildings into wreckage beyond recognition. No! A fleet wind rolls around her from afar, turning everything before her into nothing but a hazy blur, and leaving the corners of her eyes feeling awfully cold. She reaches her fingers up toward the sky, as though she is trying to grasp something in the haze. She blinks and her vision starts to clear. She sees a snowflake. It's snowing. Vá logo, Jéssica. Is that the power plant? Hurry, Franca, drive faster. You hear that, you stupid car? Faster! Did it work? Jessica, what's the situation there? Leone, respond! I'm not getting a signal. Damn it! Helena stops in her tracks and considers turning back to look. The underground passage structure, fragile to begin with, is unable to withstand the explosion on the surface. The fissures on the wall are rapidly spreading as far out as she can see, almost as if underlining the fact that she is walking a path of no return. And so in the end she doesn't turn around. Instead, she keeps running. Que bom. She simply throws herself in the hidden tunnel and towards the unknown up ahead. I really have gotten old. Couldn't even dodge a little explosion like that. That's toward the engine tower. Jessica! Good roll! What's the situation at the engine tower? Has Helena entered the underground passage yet? What happened? Leone said he was staying. He said he didn't want to leave. I didn't see him come out. Maybe I missed him. Does Helena know? I can't reach her. Are you crying? Am I? I think I am. It's all over now. You'll be fine. Let's see. You are from Black Steel and Brule. They won't touch you. Where are you going, Woodrow? Can I come look for you? I sure got some stuff to take care of. Can't go bring you with me. Will I ever see you again? Maybe, Jessica. Maybe. Woodrow leans on the wall. He feels dazed and dizzy, and the burn wound on his shoulder ashes. He takes out the bullet from his pocket. He can barely make it out under the faint moonlight, so all he does is rub its engraving. Forgiveness. Damn it right. May this bullet forgive what my heart cannot. Caramba. So long, Stooge. Stooge? Caramba. Como eu tô dizendo mesmo?
Let's try to take up as little of our holiday time as possible.
This is the position, right? I'm listening. I know what it is I want.
Não deixar aqui.
I'm heading into the thick of it. Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Esse é o boss?
Roger, Wilco. Don't come any closer.
What is it? I'm aware of what I'm doing.
Caramba, nem machuca todo assim.
この血は筋肉踊る感覚、本当に久々だよ。
Uhum.
Okay, we will overcome what confronts us.
I'm listening. I'm aware of what I'm doing.
おしとやかな気をつけなよ。そう早く切り裂かれないようにね。Roger, Wilco. Drawing the bead on the target. I only do what I need.
What is it?
Understood. I'm in a bad mood. Sucks to be you.
Sucks for you.
Sorry, forgot to hold that back.
Cliff. Legendary Mercenary Founder of Black Shield Worldwide. Attack Death é greatly used on take damage from a Waste Hit Vent. Ah, tá por isso no CV8. Ah, por isso no CV8X fala pra matar ele com o Waste Hit Vent.
Ever wondered how it feels to float in the air?
Eita, pô!
Roger, Wilco. Don't come any closer.
Chega mais, caramba.
Sights locked. Sorry, forgot to hold that back. The plan is 3, 1. Kaboom! どうぞ続け。気をつけなさい。この海流は脆弱な命を飲み込みますよ。Okay. Free! Hands in the air! I don't like damage, unless it's necessary. In position, nearby. Target eliminated. Sights locked. Sorry, forgot to hold that back. The plan is try to take a step.
Segunda fase. Invisível.
Any change in tactics? Don't act rashly.
Yes. Is this potato a bomb causing permission to fire? この奇跡、あなたの心臓に滑り込むまで1秒もかかりませんね。Sorry, forgot to hold that back.
Vixe, coisa da Jéssica.
Boring. I don't like damage, unless it's necessary.
Ela foi primeiro?
I'm in a gorgeous partner. 3, 1.
Kabum! Sobrou só ele agora.
locked. Sorry, forgot to hold that back. The plan is 3, 1, kaboom!
Kaboom! What's the situation? We have already tracked down Miss Briley, but the mercenaries are understandably not giving this their best. However, going by how long it's been, she should be almost out of ammunition. And news on Chila's end, Helena and the miner took the money into the energy tower, and neither of them came out. So they disappear without trace, right? In front of everyone, there must be another exit. Tell Chilo to keep looking. Yes, sir. What about Woody? Has he left yet? Mr. Bianchi has left the plate. He seems he's effectively giving up on their initial escape plan. After all, according to Chile's report, he was planning to hide the mountains with the miner once everything was over. Where did you go, Woody? He's heading toward us. Should we send someone to intercept him? Forget it. Let him come. If he insists on coming, no one can stop him. This car, there's a bunny roadblock up ahead. I can drive past it. We'll have to walk. Are those Black Steel transports? Was it Rudolph or Jessica? At the very least, that tells us that not everyone was excited when the energy tower exploded. Wait, Liscam, there's new from command. Warning, all fire teams, the current situation is that after the recent explosion, the target engineer's status is unknown and target Elena is missing. God! HQ's orders are to give up on target Woodrow and focus on capturing target Jessica. The target is currently in an abandoned alley on the eastern side of the mine. Liscam, what do we do? There has to be something we can do. Our teams know the mine better than anybody else. Let's just try to make it to her side ASAP. You got here much sooner than I expected. Woods. Every last building on the way was empty. Was much to do but come find you. I'm blaming for it. Anyone else more deserving? Sometimes a man bears sins not because of something he's done, but because of something he didn't. Then you should have shot that bullet of yours decades ago. But you choose to flee. Why? Because after the long silence, my God-forsaken empathy finally realized that another Sancta had showed up by my side again. It was you. I was a mess, Woody. Empathize with me must have felt terrible. What was I supposed to do? It's the nature of all Sancta. We share everything, always. And compared to what I read from your brain, what I had to go through at that prison of war camp might have been a walk in the park. What a cruel fate. You despise me so much, yet not even my pain can bring you joy. Reporting, Jessica spotted, sharing coordinates. The target is heading outside the mine. She has a very energy cannon, a semi-assault rifle, and a handgun of unknown make. She's carrying all that by herself? Oh right, she also has a heavy shield on her back, the kind that can be used as a carriage if necessary. Well, that's something. Looks like after all these years, our princess has gotten pretty remarkable. How's she doing? Does she look like she could put up a huge fight? It is to Spock a corner chief. They get jumpy if you pull anything. She seems kinda calm. She's just walking straight ahead, not doing anything. In the alley, the gear carriers have weapons and advances arduously through the blizzard. The dilapidated walls on the sides of the streets slowly pass her by. That is, until she reaches a fork. She freezes there for a brief moment, then ducks her collar and turns on the path where she must walk against the wind to proceed. Time was frozen in that pole camp, but outside the war kept raging. That's right, after you two were taken prisoner, I took even more men to even vaster battlefields. In January, we had to cross the river against heavy cannon fire. In August, we had to defend our position in a scorching hot desert, ceding not even an inch to the enemy. Sometimes we proved victorious and we stepped forward over the bodies of our enemies. Other times we found ourselves on the back foot and we retreated past the bodies of our friends. And sometimes things got even worse. Sometimes I had to sacrifice some to save the others, just like what you did to me and him. Right, I have done plenty of times, not just to you two, but to who knows how many. That dilemma was always put in front of me. It may seem like a choice, but it's not. It's an inviolable rule. Uma regra inviolável? Não seria inevitável? But you still made the call. I had no choice. If I did it, all our efforts would have gone to waste. We would have faced defeat. That's why I choose to accept the rules. It's a sad thing, seeing a man used to admire get reshaped by the rules and logic of war. You even remember what you used to be like before you had any part in the Revolutionary War? Do you remember the man who was always carrying the scriptures and he traveled everywhere, promising to use the gun in his hand to end all conflict and injustice? Of course it would. I remember what I was like, and I remember what you were like too. You always had a brush with you. You wanted to have one of your paintings decorate a chapel dome one day. Domo de uma capela. Have you so much as touched a brush these past years? No, not since I had to get 4 fingers reattached. Eita porra! The target is turning left. She is walking pretty slow. Nearby members prepare to take her in. These coordinates, they are just put ahead. Holy Scarm. Phew, wait! The two turn in the alley, stop their tracks. The girls running back slowly appears before them. Jessica! Hearing him, the girl turns around. When she notices who they are, a hint of joy appears on her face, only to be quickly replaced by a sense of helplessness and panic. Captain, you two came? Yeah, we got your coordinates, so we rushed over here. Sorry, I'm not sure there's any cleaning up this mess I made. I approved your application to withdraw from the team, so strictly speaking, I'm not your captain anymore. Right, I guess that's true. You two must be here to capture me then. No, we are here as our friends. I got a transmission on your way here. Supposedly doing this explosion, Leone? Well, I'm not sure if you knew, but regardless, I thought you probably want someone at your side. Yeah, I knew. I was on a call with him right until the moment it blew up. Thanks for coming. It's just... Are you okay, Jessica? I'm not okay. I'm awful. Do you want us to come over and give you a hug? No, don't. If you have anything to say, you can say it from here. I can hear you clearly from this distance. Jessica? Stay there and don't move, Franca. Frustrated, Jessica pulls her gun from her waist to stop Franca from advancing. Are you going to point your gun at me? Sorry, I just... Franca, don't just leave me alone. Jessica, let me talk to her. Is there anywhere you want to go, Jessica, after this is all over? Where could I go? Those drones have been following me this whole time. You two shouldn't have come. Once you get back, you have to explain all these things you won't be able to answer. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Don't worry about that. If I can explain, then so be it. As long as we are all together, there's nothing to worry about. Don't be afraid. But I am so afraid. What are you afraid of? That the pristine pool of water could be too warm, too wonderful. I'm not sure I follow you there. Suddenly the headlights of a transport points at Jessica, and she is now imprisoned by a number of giant hollows. The girls are unable to bear such intense light. All she can do is to hold her gun with one arm and shield her eyes with the other. After a short while, she seems to have adjusted the brightness. She puts her arm down and stares into the distance at the convoy of cars driving toward her. How's life treated you all these years? In my decades on the frontier, I kept my distance from crowds and wandered around alone. I heard of burden beasts. Why did you go back to the holy city? Did you want to? What about you? Why did you go? Why did you go back? I'm a mercenary. Laterano has no place for me. So why did you want to go? Ha! I am not so unpleasant it can be forgotten in Laterano. But most of the Poles died in that camp. Hardly anyone still remembers, but someone's gotta. Yet here you are, living in the kind of peaceful life you say you reject, day after day, year after year. But I never forgot. I still remember them to this day. I have always known there would come a day when you came to settle the score. I just never thought it would take so long. Ka-ching! We have surrounded the target. Repeat, we have surrounded the target. Drop your weapon, Miss Briley. Weapons. This is the end of the road. Look around you. There's nowhere to run. The charette is over. The snowstorm is only going to get stronger. Damn it, I was supposed to get off work early today and catch off on my build sleep. I do want to apologize to everybody again, but after everything I've said today, it would probably come across as disingenuous. Don't worry, you'll be fine. The companies make a huge ruckus out of this, but everyone here knows that nothing's going to happen to you. I heard about you not long after I joined the company, Miss Burley. Everyone warned me not to get on your bad side because your family has more lawyers than we have mercs here today. Probably even more than you are thinking. See, you even realize it yourself. Worst case, you get maybe a year or two in jail time. Then you'll be released and get to live the kind of life you want to go again. Could you point out the amplifier? It is unnecessary. It is unnecessary at this distance. What? After I buff it all this way? I beg you, shut up. Sure, if I got a better idea for how to persuade her. It's fine, this time. You don't need to defend me. I know how everyone sees me. Right? It seems like ever since I was a kid, I have never thought about the consequences before I did anything. Because no matter what, my family would take care of the mess. That's probably why I come off as selfish. But that's not how it's supposed to go. There's always a price. And when you make the hasty decision, you have to bear the consequences. Jessica, you said you threw this all through when you asked to leave the team. No, I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about when I arrived at Fort Battle 7 years ago. When I first walked through those huge doors. At first, I only wanted to be a tester at the Equipment and Applied Technology department. I never imagined that one day I'd be standing on a real battlefield, pointing my weapon at a real person. Right, that's where the root of the problem lies. We often pick up our weapons without considering the price that needs to be paid. Take this little handgun for example. I can hold it with just 2 hands. I can pull the trigger with just 1 finger. I learned how to use it in less than a month. What even more scary is that I need only a second to take somebody's life with it. But it would take me a lifetime to forget that 1 second. See, that's how foolish I was. Before I picked it up, I never even considered who I would point it at in the future. But I'd already fired my first shot, not fully thinking this truth would be unforgivable. Have you truly truth then? Because you have been holding up your gun this whole time. Hell, you have lowered it for a even second. How arrogant. When did I ever say I came to settle a score with you? You think I brought this blood here for revenge? Are you telling me you are not stuck in the past? No, you're the one who is stuck. You lived to your 90s as an American. Can you really adjust to any kind of life outside the battlefield? Verdade. Woody, the reason I still unwilling to leave the battlefield is because war never ends. Colombia's war ended a long time ago. It did, but then Bolivar wars began right on its heels. Victoria War may have calmed down for the moment, but there's no stopping the fallout it started. There's no stopping the fallout. A queda que começou. War is always here. It merely takes a break every now and then before erupting somewhere else. Then why stay on the battlefield to be consumed baptized by the flames of war? Because if I can never end war, I have to settle for the next best thing, to hold its on-off switch in my hands. That's why I started Black Steel. But can you really control it? I have tried plenty of times and I paid a dear price, but I did it. But I did it in the end. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth? Não precisa de dois hits pra isso. Basta um. Was it worth? Even if all I can manage is to put it on pause for a few seconds, that's more than enough for countless people like you to pick up their brushes again. Then why can't you put what you are doing here on pause too? I'm sure a few seconds of brief would be plenty for folks like me. Gas for air. Sure beats getting particularly run off to the frontier. Because Davistown is no battlefield. I can't put it down because this is the only thing I have left that still has power. All these years I have treated myself as something like a blank white symbol. The wealth, family and influence it represents mean nothing. They have no use in the face of the problems I want to solve. But with this in my hand, at least I accomplished something. With this in my hand, at least I'm not completely useless symbol. Nonsense. Captain? Jessica, it's been 5 years. In these 5 years, have you ever once truth about why I picked you as my assistant? This is Black Steel we are talking about. There are all kinds of amazing people here, but I still choose you. Not because of that gun you are holding, but because of your tears. Tears? But tears of weakness can protect the people behind me. Tears don't imply weakness. The work we do at BPSS is dirty, tiresome, and dangerous. No one does this kind of work just for the money. Only someone who's able to empathize with the pain of what can throw herself into a cause for a group of strangers or a place she barely knows. Captain, just when I thought I was completely useless, you brought me to your team. That was the first time in my life I ever felt appreciated, and still remembers that feeling. To repay your trust, I would willingly brave hell and high water. But you shouldn't. You shouldn't walk that path. No one's journey should be to earn someone else's recognition. Do whatever it is that you yourself really want to do. Do you yourself? Do it is that yourself that you really want to do. Não sei pra que esse yourself. Que você mesma queira fazer, ou que você mesma queira fazer. Fica bem literal. Do what really makes you happy. You don't need anybody's recognition except your own, deep in your heart. Captain, I really want to cry right now. Then cry, let your tears flow, no need to hold back. Wood, your heart is flashing. You are goddamn right it is. I want to kill you. You keep saying that war never ends. All that you can do is control it. But you are wrong. War can be ended, just not by you. War is ended by countless ordinary folks who have encroached on by it. Who have been encroached on by it. But like weeds try their hardest to survive. Everywhere that's ever burned down in the flames of war has always been fixed up by untold numbers of normal folks, trying their best to get back the lives they used to live. Even in the most dire of circumstances, you should have died on the battlefield. Would have been a much better fate than becoming the obsessed madman you are now. At first, I just want to return the bullet to you, but now I really want to kill you. Eita, animado! Que doido! A strong girl lifts the old man's hat and tosses it in the air. But he neither looks up nor moves to grab it. His eyes not blinking even for a moment are fixed on the man standing opposite him. All his muscles, from his cheek to his neck, are as dense as can be. And above his head, his eye is flashing happily. The man opposite him kept silent for a time. Then gradually takes a deep breath. As truth, it is only truth the sound of the roaring winds that he can understand the old man's words. Well then, do you know who is you are going to kill? Your nemesis, your friend who betrayed you, or a complete madman? None of the above. Is an arrogant chick who looks down on everything. In his eyes, everything can be weighed on scales, and to achieve his goals, he is capable of sacrificing anything. Sacrificing. He's capable of sacrifice. Nesse caso é melhor falar he's capable of sacrifice anything. Não é sacrificando tudo. Sacrificar tudo. What about you then? What kind of man will shoot me with that bullet? An ordinary man. An ordinary man who lost everything except his anger when you looked down on him. Very good. What's so funny? That finger of yours is always yearned to hold the brush, but in the end you use it to pull the trigger. My hands yearn to hold scriptures, but in the end they will be drenched in blood. It's just funny how fate makes fool of us all. The white cliff's coat, revealing both the firearm on his waist and the hand reach for it. Through the flurry of snow, he sees Woodrow doing the same. He suddenly remembers how, all of those years ago in Laterano, on the way back to the dorm, a gust of wind blew Woodrow's hat away and carried into the sky, and for a very long time it stayed up there. Years have come and gone, and now that hat in the wind has finally landed back on the ground. You can see my tears, but what about them? Them? Who? Jessica doesn't give him an answer. She merely looks back at the desolate mine. After the explosion, it looks all the more devastated. Sir, do you know what that used to look like? I don't. Well, I do. I know there was a time when the energy tower burned endlessly to bring warmth to the residents here. I know there was a time when that dinner never closed. Everyone would gather around the tables over beer and sip to their heart's content. I know the winters here are long and cold, but with their dedication and hard work, every last person who lived here filled this place with light and warmth. Their fierce, brilliant light enveloped every inch of this place to drive out the frigid cold and darkness of the winter nights. They turned their bustling everyday life into burning red blood and injected into this plate frozen by the long winter, giving life and vitality. Silenciar a aba. They were people whose path was uncertain, but insistent walking is nonetheless. They were people who were cruelly tormented by life here, their necks bent under its weight. Even then, they lived here amid the snowstorm. They were people who shed tears, but no one ever noticed. Martyrs can't stand in for their sadness. The girl raises her gun. Through its sights, she sees an array of faces. Some look confused, some disapproving, some stunned, some dazed. Some are chuckling, some are lamenting. But their faces are not important. They quickly enter the girl's eyes and exit them just as fast, never stopping in her heart for a moment. Instead, a few other faces appear in her mind. The girl who prayed in the tent, the woman who scampered away in the snowfield, the old man who drew his gun in the dark night, the man who departed in flames. But my gun will cry for their sorrow. She raised her arm up high toward the sky and fires all her bullets in one go. As the snow thrashes through the air, the empty casing falls to the ground, melting. The snow drifts away with their lingering hits. The gunshots reverberate in the air for a long time before the silence returns to her surroundings. The girl's ears catch a faint, feeble sound. It's the sound of her tears smashing into the earth. Cada tirou no chapéu um do outro. You lose. Sorry, Wood. I choose war. I choose never-ending war. So, my life is like a bullet, an explosion that can't be stopped, a siege and a defense with no end in sight. I can't end war, but you can end me. Only when the last soldier fighting it falls can the war finally end. Rupert's. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Thanks, Woody, for still being willing to say that name. Aside from you, there's not a single person who remembers it. Goodbye. Cliff should close his eyes and wait for the blood to tear his forehead apart. But before that, he hears a ringtone. He pulls out the communicator, takes a look, and chuckles. Then he puts it back into his pocket. Who was it? The military. Don't worry about it. Go on. Is it Bolivar or Victoria? Nothing you need to worry about, Woody. Is it Colombia? Do it! Another war is about to start, isn't it? Where will it affect this time? A forewarning, perhaps, is not a set in stone. Give it to me. Woody, a lot of the things I have on here are just trivial, everyday matters to me, but to you, they'd be a whole new nightmare. Hand it over. If you insist, feast your eyes on them. Who will take all this over once you are dead? Someone. They shouldn't. There should be nobody else like you. He tries to communicate the ground and shoot. It's full of holes. I can't kill you. This thing is yours to bear. Will set his gun down the floor and raise his hands. Behind him, attracted by the sound of gunfire, a crowd of mercenaries surges in the air with frantic footsteps and moves to surround him. In the sky, the last few snowflakes of the night are fluttering down. Okay guys, taking me away. I'm ready. The girl holds her forearms and leaves her hand above her head. Put your hands behind your back. Let's go to feel as cold as I thought they would. Because I have been keeping them warm this whole time. Thank you. Can I have a word with you before we go? I should thank you too, sir. Thanks for listening to all that. It's fine. Before you, there was another guy who jabbed away just as much, if not more. I'm sure he'd be happy that you remember what he said. Oh, you knew him too? He was a good kid, hard to forget once you have met him. Goodbye, Jessica. Frodo raises a cloud just as the sun rises and turns around to leave. As Jessica gazes at the floating dust under the sunlight, she suddenly realizes that night has already passed. Likewise, the snowstorm had subsided at some point. She spread her arms, spread her heart, showed me that pretty face, and from that moment on, I found my dreams in her embrace.
Someday in the future,
I'll
have as clear a direction as you do.
Não dropou, que pena. Aí temos o este 3, Long Goodbye. Isso aqui dá pouquinho. 106. Ah, tem bastante. Choose to die hardly count as living. Já 10 horas. Yours of wood, you are free. Can go back to Laterano. To the small house your parents left you and blood roses in the front porch. Rupert. Then you can find a chapel nearby and paint them on its setting so you can listen to the prayers of a visitor. That way the sounds will drift you into a peaceful night of slumber. I found your gun in the warehouse, but not his. Bring it back with you. What about you? Where are you headed? I'll stay here. In Colombia? But the war is over. Your war may be over, Wood, but mine has only just begun. Woody? Hey, Woody. Are you alright? How long have I been out? 3 days. The kids got pretty tense when they saw me injured, so they went a little overboard. You banged your head on the chest case when they shoved you to the ground and were out like a light. Where Jessica and the others? Don't worry, she's fine. I have sent someone to escort Elena. I guess she'll reach that casino sketch in half a month. Then she'll launder all the money before handing it to Sylvia, who's already waiting in the frontier. You aren't going to pursue them? I told you already, I only care about what's the contract. The higher ups asked me to tow the place to the specified location and maintain order on the way. It doesn't say a thing about what happens of the plate, so I don't care either. I may be a cold-blooded monster, but even I don't like feeding on the flesh and blood of others. So, what are you gonna do with me? I've been mentioning Southern Colombia. Got a great, big greenhouse, wonderful place. You could change your name and enjoy your golden years there. I will make all the arrangements. You ever live there? Never, but that's what the real estate agent says. Oh, look. Thank you for the offer, but if there's one thing I know is you never trust a real estate agent. If you are turning me over to the court, then I'm leaving. To find your friends? To find my family. Your gun's on my desk. The last convoy the frontier is in half a month. You could. You go ahead, take a call. Take the call. Would you like some tea, sir? Thanks so much for coming out this way. Travis Sandler. Thanks, Miblin. Your family paid a lot of money to hire me, so naturally I'm your back and call. Robbing a bank is a serious crime. It's going to be tough to win this, is it? Depends on what outcome you are hoping for. If you don't mind prison, we can get you the shortest possible sentence in the most comfortable environment. And once you are released, your record will be clean. No one will even remember. We do this all the time. It's not difficult, so as long as you can afford it. Okay, what else? Of course, not a lot of people will enjoy the sights of prison cell. We have an alternate plan for you. You could stay home under house arrest, or if you go on a vacation some villa with a great view. Under supervision, of course. Would that be difficult for you? Yes, but not especially so. If you don't want to spend all a day in a prison and would rather go back to a normal life right away, like nothing ever happened, that would be quite difficult, but not impossible. In Colombia, are the most criminals sent to the frontier instead in prison? Don't worry, Miss Bradley. With us on the case, things won't get nearly that dire. No, I ain't saying that's what I want. What? I should be out there. I broke the law and that's the price I should pay. And you expect me to tell that that your father? Personally speaking, that's probably the most difficult thing you could ask of me. No, the most difficult thing would be to try and stop me, because that's outright impossible. You are pretty determined. You are right, I am, more than I have ever been. Heh. Not take the call? I have never told anyone, but I hate phone calls. Love them. I can tell. With that frown, you could hold a piece of paper between your eyebrows. Is that obvious? Yeah. But yes, every time my phone rings, I have to suppress the urge to draw my gun and shoot the damn thing. I have thought about it so many times, but every time I have managed to swallow it and answer. It's just a phone. Try to spend 2 months with it on the battlefield. It changes everything. You are on call from sundown to sun up. When you pick it up and the voice says, attack, you have no choice but to obey and send your men charging into enemy lines. Then you fight from sun up to sundown. You bring back everyone you have left, but before you even have time to catch a breather, the phone rings again. The voice says, hold the line. You have to send everyone back to the front line to keep fighting a never-ending battle. Let's part ways here, would you? If I lost my right to give an eulogy at your funeral years ago, then I hope you at least hear out my last requests. I'm listening. Don't die in some place I have never been heard of. Fine, I have some parting words for you too. Yeah? If you can go back to how things were, you can at least hang up and call back later. Don't let them force you to keep your eye on it. I hope you always remember this phone call. He picks up the phone, the desk, and pushes a few numbers. Is the president of the bank? Hello, sir. I was a little busy and could answer your call. Right, we ran into some trouble during the towing. I understand your first frustration, but to me, as long as the place is destination, the mission will be a success. Everything else is a sideshow. No one's going to care. Right, I understand. The money is very important to you. I get the business has been on the rise, and the people of front models could help you climb even higher. And now the money going, my guess is they won't just let you off the hook. Of course, I also realize you are worried about them. You are worried about the higher ups who are even hard to deal with and can truly decide your fate. Yes, I understand all that. So, what do you say I help you to fill the hole? It's no small sum, but nothing I can afford. In return, perhaps you could help me with a small favor. I have a few documents. I have a few documents that I'd like you to sign for me, under the table, as it were. Someone's knocking on your door. Perfect. Sounds like my makers have arrived with the papers. Haha, you're afraid to sign? But think of our partnership. This is a win-win. I'll give you another call in half an hour. I hope you have made your decision by then. Talk to you later. Coming in. Sir, the money is ready. We are just waiting for the bank's decision. But I must say, taking over that platform in Bolivar took a whole lot of less work than this one. Well, that's Bolivar. Bolivar doesn't have cutting-edge scientists, nor any tech companies jostling for control of all the abundant places they can get. Not to mention the favorable price for the places and ownership transfer procedures they have there. They wouldn't mind getting on our good side after all. Alright, no more complaining about things not going to plan. If peace is a string, then the tire is stretched. The more the ones holding the ends will want a knife to cut it with. But as soon as it cuts, you either get rid of the knife immediately or hold on to it forever. We are being stretched too tight for too long. But someone much stronger than Bolivar. Oh, by someone much stronger than Bolivar. Who knows how many more Levis towns we will have to handle. I'd rather get the big guy to loosen his grip. Or even show him how much it hurts when the string snaps. But an old platform they wouldn't think twice about. This might be even more useful than we thought. If you consider only the immediate impact, the security of the surrounding areas could be greatly improved once we have established the training center in Bolivar and Eastern Colombia. Of course, Of course, if we didn't care about that, then what separates us from the guys who only knows to grease palms? No, what separates us from the big guys? Well, that's all a problem for the future. Back in Brazil again. I suppose it was a difficult decision. Casually listening. Why do we have to set sail now of all times? I want to see Jessica and Wood roll off. Stop winning back your clothes. You left them all over the floor. How come you two are so calm about this? Who knows if we will ever see her again once she's out on the frontier. Miss Cliff didn't approve her resignation, so even there, she'll still be a member of Black Steel. Ah, então ele não aprovou mesmo. What? But she's going to serve her sentence. Yes, correct. But with her identity as a Black Steel employee and the job. The job? Right, no matter where you go, you can never escape this job. Maybe you'll get a mission in the frontier one day and you'll get to see her. Now hurry up, back your clothes. I can't believe you two were keeping this from me. I thought I never. Don't blame us. Blame engineering for keeping you so busy that we never got a chance to talk. What is this? Something wrong? Oh no, I just found a note in my pocket. Big whoop. Call me when you find a blank check. Half a month ago, Laura wore a coat while biting her friend farewell with a hug. She left a note in her friend's pocket, but didn't notice her friend doing the same. Laura turned away from the other two and opens it up. There are a few numbers and sloppy scribbled message. If you ever need phone, give this number a call. É cada um pensando na outra. Another one. Man, you have been in this pub all night. The owner is about to close up. That's alright, I know the owner. Are you waiting for someone? Nah, I never waited for no one in my whole life. Someone wait for you then? Yeah. Will they get to meet you? I got a lot of people waiting for me. You have to narrow it down. Let's not worry about the distance one, the closest, waiting for you right now. Yeah, of course they will. Gave them my word. It is hard to find someone who takes promises so serious these days. Here, let me treat you around. You telling me this long just to buy me a drink? Believe it or not, I made a promise too. I promised the girl you are supposed to meet that she'll get to see you. You can call me Tila. Ah, Tila. Ah, Tila, que era mesmo? You can call me Tila. In a soft, scorched earth as she sparked light up and drifted with the wind into the distance before perishing to ashes. Or perhaps it lit up the night sky and brought forth the daylight. You really plan on coming to the frontier with me? You know what you are throwing away? I do. It's a stupid ass choice. Maybe in a few years, a few months, or even a few days, I'm going to think the same. But I can only decide with the heart I have now. If I think it's worth a shot, there is no reason for me not to act. You think you will find what you are after out there? Before, I always put all my effort into chasing things I could never reach. When I was a kid, I tried to chase my siblings who were all taller than me when I was a teenager and my grandfather died while I was out of the crowd. I wish to attend the funeral. I could never made it in time. I could never have made it through in time. Não, ficou esquisito esse tio. Não consegui a tempo. And then after I grew up, I chased just conflicts I could never possibly stop again and again. I always chase it, but never make it in time. But this time is different. This time I'm not chasing anything. Because I'll be there from the very beginning. Then let's get going. Hope you are ready for a fresh start. Grandfather, why the tears, Jessica? My castle fell down. I spent all afternoon and now there's nothing left. Jessica, you build your castle on the beach. Of course you'd fall down when the waves come crashing. I sound dumb. Why did they build somewhere safe? What kind of nonsense is going through your silly little head? You are my granddaughter. How could you be dumb? But my siblings are also much smarter. They know all these things I don't. They are adults. Of course they have more experience than you. When you grow up, you'll be just like them. But won't they be even more amazed by them? Huh? How come you have so many word questions? Sorry. No, don't be so upset. How about I read your castle with you? Will you really? But if we do, it will come crashing down because of the waves tomorrow. In the end, there's still won't be anything left. Jessica, if you are so worried about the waves cracking your castle, how about we pick a beach further from the water and live there? Even when we lose everything, there's always the future, and we need to believe in it. Don't be afraid to start over. O cabelo dela era... O cabelo da Jessica é preto ou é... Como é? O cabelo é marrom mesmo? Eu sei que é brunete, mas agora eu esqueci. Moreno? O cabelo da Jessica é moreno ou preto? É, let's start over. É engraçado. Desenharam ela com cabelo preto, mas crianças desenharam como morena? Esquisito. Our head's placed in the girl's head. Its brim is so white it covers almost her whole face. If you want to cry, cry. You have been through so much, must be tough to bear. I'm not enough to be ashamed of, Jessica. New life always starts in tears. It's the very first step toward breathing. After a long silence, a sob came here from under the hat. The old man doesn't look down. Instead, he turned his gaze to the far end of the snow field. The sky behind the horizon is dyed red by the dawn clouds, and its bright light reflects off the crystal clear snow. The vermilion hue stings his eyes with a sharp pain, and his tears begin to well up. Ah, legalzinha a história dela. Beleza, deixa eu ver se faltou algum tipo de medalha pra se fazer nos outros. $4.000. Tá, terminar todas as quests. Novamente eu batendo no treco, né? No 6. Também tô no 8. Você vê o 8? Clear, você vê com 8, com 3 enquanto ataca o wave vindo total de 40 vezes. Não permitindo que para o Sniper vá em overboard mais de 2 vezes. No 6 e no 8. Bom, isso aí eu faço amanhã. Faltou esse último. Vou pegar os... Ah, não tenho. Tá bom. Bom, beleza. Por isso, bom, amanhã eu vou continuar. Amanhã eu vou voltar pro FGO fazer as Revival Quests. Até amanhã!